My son. Murdered in the heart of the Chantry by those who held a sacred trust. What hope for this city when we fail our own so completely?
The Arishok is still here, Excellency. You must be ready to stand up to him.
I cannot. I have already failed where it mattered most. Please. Hawke. Leave me.
An end of sorts. But the Canary and the Chantry and the Viscount's dead son won't simply fade from memory.
Nobody came out of that looking good. What now?
Not our move. We wait to see what the Arishok does.
This is important. Don't interrupt with your selfish prattle.
Get off your high horse. I have problems too.
Ha! What drink should I order, and who's the father?
Oh, you little...
What is it now, you two?
Hawke. The Arishok is sheltering 2 fugitives who have converted to the Qun. He must be convinced to release them. He's already feared because of Patrice. If people start to think he can ignore the law, I need your help so this doesn't get out of hand.
I'm going to die. There. Got your attention? Real problem.
Hold on. What's this about?
Remember the relic? The one Castillon is going to kill me over? A man called Wall-Eyed Sam has it. If you help me get it, Castillon won't kill me. Please.
I'm trying to keep the entire city from rioting against the Canary.
Well, maybe it's connected.
What?
I'm just saying maybe it will help. It's important to someone, right?
Now you start being responsible? Shit.
Isn't it odd that someone would run to the Canary?
They're elves accused of murder. Maybe they feel they've nothing to lose by fleeing the alienage.
And if their conversion is genuine?
I don't know. But how many more will try if I allow this? Justice must be respected.
You're expecting trouble?
After what happened to the Viscount's son? Yes. I'm hoping the Canary aren't looking for a fight. I'm hoping they'll be reasonable. But we'll see.
This seems like an issue for you and your guards. Quite a few of them.
Sending a full patrol would just increase tension. But you're right. I am the captain. It's my responsibility. But I suspect the Viscount was hoping I would bring this to you.
Then he should have come himself.
Perhaps. But it's understandable that he's not at his best. I'd like to help him if I can.
Why has this come up so suddenly, Isabella?
Sam's been talking to black market dealers all over Lowtown. It didn't take me long to get wind of it. What frustrates me is that he's held onto the relic so long.
Tell me about Sam.
Sam used to run with Martin. Remember him? Martin says Sam's a bit of a magpie, picking up things that don't belong to him. Not a trustworthy sort. When Martin gave up raiding, Sam became a drifter.
Who is involved in this exchange?
Tevinter mages. I doubt they'll look kindly on us interrupting. Bring a sword. Or 12.
You're sure this is the relic you're after?
I've had my ear to the ground for a while. There was a description of the book. It's the right one.
Book? I thought you didn't know what the relic was.
Well, I know it's a book. But that's all I know. It's written in a foreign tongue. Honestly, what does it matter? It'll save me from Castillon, so I need it.
The relic issue has to be resolved before we take on the Qunari.
You trust her this much?
Probably not. I wouldn't.
They won't wait at the compound forever, Hawke. I really do hope this helps, because if it doesn't...
You think I like having this thing on my mind? Come on. The exchange is happening tonight in a low-town foundry.
Are you sure about this? The champion was asked to go to the Qunari.
I suppose you think she planned the entire thing.
Considering what it led to.
Come on, Seeker. I'm not going to sell Hawke short, but nobody could have foreseen the way that would go down. Or do you still think I'm lying to protect my friend?
There are elements of your story that make sense. And you couldn't have known about them otherwise.
Well, that's a relief.
But that doesn't mean you're telling me everything.
I want this story to be told. You're not the first to get it all wrong. I think I owe Hawke that much.
Ah, you've returned. No attacks, no disasters, no out-of-control enchantments. It's a good day.
And welcome back. Wow, Dragon Age 2 really heating up. Zoe Hawke, cliffhanger last time. Sorry to do it to you, but I had to. Things have really spiraled out of control with this Qunari presence. Hawke's mother died, was murdered. The Viscount's son was murdered by zealots trying to turn the city against the Qunari. Holy shit, man. Welcome to episode 19. This is the Act 2 finale. I mean, how can there even be an Act 3 with all of this juicy stuff going on? Isabella, the relic? What is going on? Yeah, so this is big. What you're seeing here is a last stop at home before the end, so we're ruining up. Obviously lightning warding. Gonna need some electricity resistance for the last bits. And you'll understand why when we get there. So this is big time. We chose to help Isabella first, so we're going to
You like the shiny?
get her in the party, and then here I'm checking my resistance. Yeah, we're going to get Isabella in and then head to Lowtown, try to see if we can get this relic. Wow, this is big time. Okay, speeding up just a touch while I equip and level up Isabella before moving on. She hasn't been with us for a couple levels, so have to just touch her up a little bit. And between leaving the Hawke estate and here, I did a little off-camera inventory, cleaning up, selling at the merchant, you know, just making sure everything is tidy before we make this final push. Nothing I needed to show you on camera. Alright, so we're all set here. Let's see if we can get this relic finally to, you know, save Isabella's life.
The Hanged Man. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
You will surrender the relic.
I don't have your stupid relic.
On your mark!
You asked the wrong man! It goes on too long!
What are the Qunari doing here?
Yes. About that. The relic belongs to the Qunari, and there's a small chance they want it back.
Tell me what you know. You can trust me.
I've always known what the relic is. I just didn't want to worry you.
You're the picture of kindness, Raveni.
The relic is a Qunari text handwritten by that philosopher of theirs. Kuzland, whatever his name is. I stole it from them. They followed me here to reclaim it, and it's why they're still in Kirkwall. They can't leave the Free Marches without it.
How did you steal the relic from the Qunari?
The Arishok never had it. The Orlesians did. They had plans to return it to the Qunari. I simply had to waylay the Orlesian convoy before it met up with the Arishok and his men. Getting the relic was easy. Getting away from the Qunari was the hard part.
I thought you and the Qunari were caught in a storm.
The storm was only half of it. I also had the Qunari dreadnought stuck to my behind like a bad rash, spitting fire and thunder at me.
Maybe giving it back would solve Aveline's problem.
That messes over a couple of elves. I need it to save my own skin.
Why would anyone besides the Qunari want this relic?
The Tevinter Imperium have been at war with the Qunari for centuries. If the Tevinters get the relic, it will strike a blow to Qunari morale. That's probably what the mages want.
Sounds like the Qunari take their reading very seriously.
Is there anything the Qunari don't take seriously? Look, the book's right in this building, and I'm not letting it slip away again. It's the only thing that'll get Castillon off my back. Please, tell me you'll give the relic to me.
It's yours. Your life depends on it.
Really? I wasn't expecting that. It's nice to have someone on my side for once. Come on, we've no time to waste.
Where is the relic?
I have it.
The Tome of Koslan will not fall into Tevinter hands.
Blood and spite!
Atos Qunari!
He's getting away!
Isabella!
Follow my lead! Now you fall! Come on, keep this up! That's enough! You want to fight? Try me!
Boy, oh boy, this plot just gets thicker and thicker, Devatron. Things are really heating up. I mean, wow, Isabella, the relic, the Qunari, this whole time she knew, and Zoe's become romantically involved with Isabella? Yeah, this is just craziness. And now you can see why I really wanted Isabella to be Zoe's love interest, because, I mean, yeah, it just really gums up the works, right?
Watch where you step.
So obviously you don't have to have Isabella as your love interest. The same tension can arise if she's just a friend and you want to help her, yada yada, but this makes it much more intense. And there are other ways to play it too. Back at the estate, if you help Aveline first instead of Isabella, that has certain repercussions.
Stay still and try not to make any loud noise.
Maybe you just don't like Isabella and you don't play with her that much and don't want to help her, and that leads to, you know, different things as well. But I think doing it this way really maximizes the dramatic tension and just puts a lot of, you know, monkey wrenches in the works, and it just makes for better drama.
She's gone then. Can't say I blame her.
Come on. Aveline will be waiting at the Canary compound. We still have to deal with that mess.
And speaking of more intense drama, the woman who Zoe, you know, was romantically involved with, we don't know if they were in love or not, but I mean, her girlfriend, not only was she lying this whole time, but she ditches out on the fight, leaves us to fight the Canary and the Tevinter mages by herself, and then grabs the relic and she's gone. Just see you later. And notice over there she's grayed out, can't add her in. So maybe Varric was right. Maybe getting involved with Isabella would only end up getting Zoe hurt.
I'd wrap up any other business before we go. It's already a mess, and could get worse.
Let's go.
I request an audience with the Arishok.
He will allow it, but not in this number.
I will only bring my friend here and a small complement of my guard. Is that few enough?
It is. Enter.
Shanadan.
Greetings, Arishok. We come regarding the elven fugitives that took refuge here.
Irrelevant. I would speak to Hawke about the relic stolen from my grasp.
If you give me time, I'll get it back for you.
It is much too late for that.
An issue for another time. We're here for the fugitives.
The elves are now Vidithari. They have chosen to submit to the Qun. They will be protected.
Surely you know these elves are only here to escape justice.
Kirkwall justice. You have not hidden the abuses of your zealots or the corruption of this city. You will understand why I must do this. Let us look at your dangerous criminals. Speak, Vidithari. Who did you murder and why?
A city guard forced himself on our sister. We reported him, or tried to, but they did nothing about it, no matter what we said. So my brothers and I paid him a visit.
That doesn't excuse murder.
Are these elves telling the truth?
There have been rumors. I will investigate, but they still took the law into their own hands.
Sometimes that is necessary.
Like you avenged the Viscount's son. It was not right then, and it's not right now.
What these men did was wrong.
Their actions are mere symptoms. Your society is the disease. They have chosen. The Vidithari will submit to the Qun and find a path your way has denied them.
You can't just decide that. You must hand them over.
Tell me, Hawke, what would you do in my place?
As a guest in this city, I would keep the peace.
I see. I cannot leave without the relic, and I cannot stay and remain blind to this dysfunction. There is only one solution.
Arishok, there is no need for...
Vinek Kathas.
Not here! Two open! Go! Go! Hawke! Can you hear it? The Canary must be spreading out. They're attacking the city. Why? What could they possibly hope to accomplish?
It doesn't matter. We need to act.
I agree. We can't do anything on our own, however.
Are we under attack?
The Canary are assaulting the city, and fast. The Arashok planned this for who knows how long. I'll rally the guardsmen. I suggest heading to your estate in Hightown. Be careful.
And at long last, things have finally come to a head. This was inevitable. There was just too many forces working against peace and stability to keep this under wraps, you know what I mean? It's showdown time, Devatron. Canary are attacking the city, and we need to do something about it. Now, off camera, I adjusted tactics a bit. Canary are immune to fire and electricity, so I had to take out like Tempest and Chain Lightning and whatnot, but I didn't want to slow the action down, so let's get to it. Okay, I don't know if you caught it, but I equipped Anders with a staff that does physical damage. That's kind of a rare damage type for staffs, but they're out there. And you want cold or nature versus Canary, but the cold staff I've had for him all along is just getting a little too low in damage output at this point. And that physical one I had is very high. And then also notice here, I just got some junk plate armor randomly to drop. And it's a lot more armor and attack than what Zoe was wearing, and let's face it, what she was wearing was really ugly, so I went ahead and equipped that.
Somehow I knew it would be you.
Bethany!
Hello, sister. How fitting we should meet here.
Are you injured? Are there more of you?
This is everyone. Thank you.
You have our sincere thanks. This attack was most unexpected.
Stroud, we need to move. We've already delayed too long.
Very true. I cannot believe the Kunari would dare such an attack. This will lead to war with the Free Marches for certain. I fear pressing matters take us elsewhere, but we can spread word to the other free cities. Perhaps they will bring aid.
Wait. I need to tell you about Mother.
I know. When we got the news, the Wardens helped me hold a wake. I'm glad you were with her. In her final moments.
This is not the time. Take this. It is all we can spare, but perhaps it will be of use.
Goodbye, sister. Take care of yourself.
Make her watch over you, my friend.
Wow. So a very unexpected and kind of bittersweet and very brief reunion with Bethany. We were wondering if she would ever show up again. And, you know, the Grey Wardens just out of nowhere showing up during this Qunari attack. So, man, you know, it just keeps coming at us, Devatron. The story is insane. So back to banal matters. A pretty nice ring, and I go ahead and equip it. Critical chance, critical damage, physical damage, magic resistance. These are all, you know, pretty prime stats that you want. And you know, it was from the Grey Wardens, and they gave it to us right as we saw Bethany there. So I'm gonna put it on. So, you know, leave it to the coterie and street thugs in Lowtown to take advantage of a crisis and, you know, just loot and pillage while the city is burning. Pretty kick-ass fight, though. We just absolutely obliterated them. And I apologize for kind of breaking immersion and scouring, but this quest and the events that lead up to it is notoriously difficult because it leaves you with very few healing potions, and keep that in mind as we approach the final fight. We end up in a real pinch on that matter.
Harshera, quit your struggling, woman.
Tether! Boss!
Then the Arishok failed to take you captive. Unfortunate.
I know you. The name Hawke has turned up in my reports many times. Too many. But that doesn't matter now. The Qunari are taking people to the Keep, and may already be in control. We will need to deal with them.
Why would they be gathering hostages?
This is not random slaughter. They are no doubt trying to convert the city to their heathen religion. By force. Whatever they are doing, we must stop them.
I'll do whatever it takes to defend my home.
Good. Your skills will be sorely needed. Head to the Keep and I will see if I can find more of my men. These creatures will pay for this outrage.
And wow, Knight Commander Meredith, first time meeting her. So this is big time, and a really intense build up here to you know, the Act 2 finale. Now coming up, we're gonna have a pretty good fight. I think Zoe drops toward the end, but what I want you to notice, I haven't mentioned it thus far, but Wounds of the Past, it's the blood magic spell from Meryl. You've seen it, it's kind of like red circles, like really bloody. She gets off an amazing Wounds of the Past in this next fight. Look how many enemies it takes out, it's just incredible. So yeah, they were a bunch of just trash mobs, but it was just such a big amount to just melt from one spell. Very satisfying. As for Zoe falling down there, this happened once before when an assassin backstabbed her. I kind of looked at my health and just thought, yeah, I can take a backstab. And because I've been trying to preserve healing potions, but you know, bad choice. The assassin did enough damage to, you know, take her down, and that's just sometimes a tough judgment you have to make. There, I was wrong, but a great fight. This is a lot of fun so far.
Many thanks, my friend.
You don't seem as badly injured as the others.
The others? Surely they cannot all be. Gone. I told them to run.
First enchanter Orsino, you survive.
Your relief overwhelms me, Knight Commander.
There is no time for talk. We must strike back before it's too late.
And who will lead us into this battle? You?
I will fight to defend this city as I have always done.
To control it, you mean? I won't have our lives tossed to the flames to feed your vanity.
We need to work together, not kill each other while we figure out who leads.
Then, perhaps you should be leading us.
What? She isn't even of this city.
Neither am I. Yet I don't hear you complaining about us both fighting to defend our home.
Very well then. But whatever you plan, be quick about it.
Tell us then, what is our course of action?
Let's find out what the Qunari are planning, not risk our necks in the process.
An excellent choice. Let's move quickly.
There seem to be a great many Qunari at the keep's entrance.
Then they've already taken it over. Clearly, they've been planning this for some time. This is the only way in. We must assault them now before their numbers grow.
Are you mad? They have hostages. We need a distraction.
Decide quickly. We have no time.
A direct assault is too risky.
We'll need to get you inside and catch up as soon as we can.
And just how will we do this?
Have confidence, Knight Commander. You will not conquer this city without a fight!
Cerebos! Bid it compass!
Okay, an amazing fight there. Nobody died. Got it on the first try. First time I've ever done that. Very pleased, because that's a really hard fight. And also the cutscene prior to entering the keep here, you saw Orsino blasting Qunari with fireballs. Well, remember how I said there are 2 cutscenes in the game where you see a Qunari dying from fire damage? Yeah, that's the other one, even though they're immune to fire damage. Third, look at the health potions, Dev. Only 1. We get 1 more in the next room, but yeah, 2 health potions for the final fight makes it really, really hard. And last, I gotta sign it off. There's plenty of fighting and dialogue to come, but this is where I'll leave you. I really hope you've enjoyed this and the last episode. The finale of Act 2, all the twists and turns and betrayals and surprises. It's just been an amazing end to Act 2. Hope you've enjoyed it. This is Zoe, Dragon Age 2. We'll see you next time for Act 3.
Here is your Viscount.
You dare? You are starting a war!
Look at you. Like fat doth Russie, you feed and complain only when your meal is interrupted. You do not look up. You do not see that the grass is bare. All you leave in your wake is misery. You are blind. I will make you see. But we have guests. Sinead Dawn, Hawke. I expected you. But for all your might, you are no different from these bars. You do not see.
This madness must end.
Perhaps. Prove yourself, Basra, or kneel with your brethren. You are Basilit An, after all. Few in this city command such respect. So tell me, Hawke, you know I am denied Parvalen until the Tome of Kozlun is found. How would you see this conflict resolved without it?
I believe I can answer that. I'm sure you'll find it mostly undamaged.
The Tome of Kozlun.
It took me a while to get back, what with all the fighting everywhere. You know how it is.
Heroic acts of sacrifice. What will people say?
This is your damned influence, Hawke. I was halfway to Ostwick before I knew I had to turn round. It's pathetic.
The relic is reclaimed. I am now free to return to Parvalen with the thief.
What?
She stole the Tome of Kozlun. She must return with us.
You have your relic. She stays with us.
I'm so glad you came back, Isabella. Don't worry. Everything will be fine now.
Then you leave me no choice. I challenge you, Hawke. You and I will battle to the death, with her as the prize.
No! If you're going to duel anyone, duel me!
You are not Basilit An. You are unworthy.
Don't you have what you came for?
You know we do not suffer thieves. She cannot walk away from this insult. I will take her. If you object, duty demands that we fight.
I refuse your challenge.
Then all of you will die. The demand of the Qun is clear. Atash Varin Kata. In the end lies glory. shall return.
Is it over?
It's over.
The city has been saved!
It appears Kirkwall has a new champion.
You seem confused, Seeker.
It just seems so unbelievable. I would have assumed the stories were exaggerated.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you developed a case of hero worship.
Why? Because I have respect for a woman who built herself from nothing?
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling the truth. If you are, then what happened at the gallows may be far different than we assumed. I need to hear it.
Let's say I tell you. Then what? Is the Chantry out for revenge? Is that what this is all about?
No, it's not that.
Then what about me? If what I tell you isn't what you want to hear, will you still let me go?
I will let you go.
Well, now we're talking.
None of this is what I thought it would be. Tell me what really happened.